The Baker Creek Enhancement Society, located in beautiful West Fraser Park, is an umbrella organization here in Quesnel to promote awareness, stewardship, and restoration of our local environment. Amy Law works for the society and volunteers with the Bouchie Lake Stewardship Committee, conducting sampling and monitoring of the local watershed.
This lake is very shallow, and since the 1960s, when there started to be a lot of development around the lake, nutrients were leaching into the lake from a lot of different sources, the agriculture and just people's septic systems and things like that. So it became very nutrient loaded and less oxygen in the lake. And oxygen is what keeps everything in the lake alive, so that's the problem. So because the lake has lower oxygen, it creates like less biodiversity, but that the plants that do live here do really well. So we have just crazy algae explosions when it gets hot, and you can see it's 10 feet out in the lake right now, floating algae. Yeah, in 2008 there was a fish kill. The lake became anoxic, so there was no oxygen in the lake at all, and that was because it was a very hot summer and just a big algae bloom, and all the fish died. So today we're just going out on the water to do some testing of the water quality. So we're going to test how much oxygen is in the lake at meter intervals down to the bottom of the lake, and we're also going to test the clarity of the lake. So how far down you can see, how far down light can penetrate. So that's also how far down like algae can live. We send all the data to the Ministry of Environment, and they have a huge compiled database because volunteers have been doing this on the lake for years and years. I don't even know how long. So when they have a really good knowledge base of what's happened to the lake over the years, they can better make a plan for the future. The big numbers is the dissolved oxygen in milligrams per liter. So we've got 10.22, and then the temperature is 24.9. And last week it was 16 milligrams per liter at the surface, so it's gone down quite a lot. A lot of people have started protecting the riparian zones. A lot of the residents have been putting in logs and leaving a great natural vegetation around the lake, and that helps to keep the nutrients from coming into the lake. Also, they're looking at developing a community septic system so that all of that, nobody's septic systems will drain into, not necessarily drain, but leach into the lake anymore. Yeah, and there's also a proposal to hold the water of the lake at spring level and then release it later into the fall, so that when the fall turnover happens, they can release a lot of the nutrients. But everybody has to be in agreement, so it's really a community effort. I hope that the people who live around the lake will all band together and just work to make it a beautiful, clean lake for everyone to enjoy, and for the fish to live in, and for all of the animals that use it to enjoy.